it's Erika. We're going to be checking out STAYC Girls, Baby. I'm very excited to be checking this out. The visuals look just very different for STAYC comeback. It just really does. So I'm like, is this my STAYC? Are you changing it up on me? Because their last comeback was very STAYC. You know what I mean? It was, what was it GBT? Was the last one GBT? Metamorphic. Or was it Cheesy Icy thing? Latest release albums. Was it GPT? Which one came out first? Was it GPT or Metamorphic? I can't tell because Spotify doesn't necessarily have it in order. Let me look. I can look up STAYC releases. STAYC. Boom. STAYC all songs. There we go. And it'll tell me because it'll probably be in order. Oh, I think I think GPT was after Cheeky Icy thing. I think. GPT was a great comeback though. It was a great track. Their concept was really, really good for that. But yeah, and it was kind of not your typical STAYC kind of vibe, you know what I mean? I feel like Cheeky Icy thing's more what I think of when I think of STAYC, but now they're kind of changing it up on us, you know what I mean? But I don't know what to expect, but yeah, you know, with it, let go. Sorry, technical difficulties, you know, with it, let go. Okay. Okay, green. Oh. Okay. Oh. Interesting. Oh, I love the blue highlight in there. You see that? That's cute. Someone saw Whiplash and said, let's do that. Ooh. Okay, I kind of like this when it goes into the chorus. Si c'est moi. Ooh. I mean, visually, yeah, you can kind of see they were probably the director pitched Whiplash-esque concept. Okay. Okay. I like this though. It is kind of giving Runway, and I love it. We just have spools of your heart, no sewing machine. She said it. She said it. This part is this is like my favorite part of the song so far. Ooh. Choreography's really nice too. Oh. Ooh. Okay, and that neon green though, she's a moment, she's a look. Alright, it's very interesting. Obviously there's like interesting inspiration from aespa here, you know what I mean? And I mean, if you're gonna be like some groups trendset, okay? Some groups are trendsetters, you know what I mean? And I feel like STAYC is too as well, but there's kind of like, it doesn't like fully lean into it because then they may be like, oh no, that's copying it, you know, we can't copy it. But like, for sure, there's like some parts of the song where I'm like, oh, I kind of see where they may have been inspired from like aespa like this, because I feel like aespa is the only group that does this. And then even the visuals and stuff, I'm like, it's kind of want to be Whiplash, but like Whiplash is video for aespa is like so specific. Like, it's like so good. Like, it's very hard. It was a hard video to make look that good that they did. You can kind of see it here, but so yeah, and it definitely makes sense though, because that's kind of like, it almost looks like high fashion magazine Whiplash, and then this also kind of has like a runway sort of beat to it, so I can definitely see why they kind of went there, you know what I mean? But kind of like when it goes to like si c'est moi, it reminds me of something from Best Buy. I have to think about it though. I don't know which comeback. I don't know what song, but it's in my brain somewhere. I can't figure it out. I haven't been able to reference anything today except for Whiplash. Is it in Whiplash? No, I don't think so. Because then there's also like the other moments where they kind of go into the rap, and then it kind of just like reminds me of just like when it's just like, don't forget my name. That part of like Supernova, you know what I mean? Which is like if you're gonna copy anything, let it be Supernova, you know what I mean? So it's just like I don't want to be like, oh, they're trying to like copy them, because there's like a lot in there that kind of feels like so STAYC, but it feels like what they pull from like inspiration. I'm like, I don't know if it goes together as nicely as I would have liked it to go. You know what I mean? Because I do love the when it goes into the chorus. I love that moment. It is such like my favorite part of the track. I really, really love it. You know what I mean? And some of the visuals are really nice, but even some of the styling, I'm like, okay, this is like, I kind of see what we were referencing visually in our references, you know what I mean? And then they just sort of went with it. But maybe imitation is best form of flattery, okay? But yeah, I mean, I still really like it. I still think it's a very kind of more STAYC driven track, and it's just like, I kind of like, I think it really works for them, you know what I mean? But I can't help but kind of like hear that and see that and feel that, kind of like what they were trying to do for it. But I mean, it's sort of just like, you know, when New Jeans came out and everyone in the industry started promoting more R&B stuff, and there was like a lot of groups that were sort of kind of like similar concepts or similar sounds, you know what I mean? That style of R&B like took over the industry. Think of it in the same way, you know what I mean, with aespa, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I do really like it. I would love to kind of see like a performance of it with like with kind of like not the black outfits but the other outfits and like different sets and different visuals and stuff, you know what I mean? Because like I think it works for their more like unique parts of it, and I think that's where it's kind of like rubbing me a kind of weird way a little bit. It's like when it's like they have like the more kind of, I would say, like signature STAYC stuff happening, but then the other stuff here as well, and I kind of want more of this than this, because they kind of don't, like concept wise, they don't go together so well, in my opinion. I still think it was a great video. The visuals were just like really, really nice, you know what I mean? It's not bad by any means, but when you try and are inspired by some of the highest quality kind of video production you can get, and it looks so simple, right? Because it's just a white infinity room. It's not that simple, but like, you know what I mean? Like I need a little bit more sleekness to what I was seeing, you know? I guess, I don't know, just a little bit more, like just a little bit more sleekness, you know what I mean? Is kind of what like I'm sort of feeling with it, but I still like, I don't want it to just become this like over comparison thing, or like a lot of people, if I say anything negative, automatically think it's just like hating, and it's like, no, it's an opinion piece, and you cannot like something about a track, about a video, about a choreography, but still like it anyways, like it, like parts of it, you know what I mean? So it's like, I did enjoy it. I think the song's really great, music video's really good overall, but like where my brain goes as like a fan, as a viewer of K-pop, and as someone who does reviews, and because this is like a review, you know what I mean, in that sort of critical space, you know what I mean? Obviously, like you have to think about it like movie analysis, you know what I mean? Like if you're trying to like write reviews for a movie and break it down, there's gonna be maybe parts you don't like, and then parts you do like, and then that's why like it can be like, there's different levels and interpretations of everything, you know what I mean? So but it's kind of like very kind of like obvious what they were trying to do, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know, like if and it was just like, it was such like a high level of execution with like what was done with Whiplash, that like it has to be on that level, and it can't be like any less, because it was so like the quality of it was just like so good. You know what I mean? And again, that's really cool. They kind of felt inspired. They were kind of doing their own thing, but I always felt like STAYC was kind of like in their own lane, kind of doing their own thing anyways, you know what I mean? So I personally feel like they didn't need to do that. Like I felt like they've always been like very like established within their own concepts and everything and their own sounds and all that other stuff, but I still think it's like a pretty good track, you know what I mean? Again, I would love to see a performance of it, a little bit without kind of like what without kind of like the visuals in that way that are referencing Whiplash, you know what I mean, or were inspired by that. I kind of want to see that a little bit pulled away from that and kind of like its own kind of thing, you know what I mean? That's what I would want, because I think that's where it'd be really really good. That's where I feel like it could thrive, you know what I mean? But I still enjoyed it. I think it was still like really good overall, and it's a great track. The choreography looked amazing. First of all, yes, they've always had really good choreography. Yeah, look good. The visuals are still really good, really solid overall. It did work for the overall vibe of the video in general. So yeah, go to put your thoughts and comments down below what you thought about STAYC's BEBE. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you liked me and you want to see more of my videos, go hit that subscribe button. Want to see my videos the second they come out, hit that notification button. Want to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, the right in the description down below at the end screen. If you like gaming content, I have a gaming channel. It's called Erika. Currently playing Batman Arkham Asylum and Assassin's Creed Shadows, so if you could join me over there for that. Thank you so much for watching. Love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.